My name is mvanessen, and I am the executive assistant here at Nicol Insurance. I wear many hats. I handle everything from HR, onboarding, technical support, coaching, new hire training, just anything that's needed. I've been with Nicol Insurance for 2 years. I love it. It's my favorite place so far. I've spent most of my life in Owen Sound and the surrounding areas. I grew up here, moved here as a child. I love the outdoor aspect of it. We have a lot of beautiful areas, parks, community engagement. It's just a really nice place to be for your kids to be. I was a previous mortgage broker for 10 years. I held that license. You can't hold 2 licenses at the same time, so I had to give that up when I came into the insurance industry. And I'm currently working towards my CIP designation. I'm a few credits from completion. I do no client work. I haven't renewed my REBA license. I haven't. So where I worked previously, I had to have a different license, which was called an OTL. And you can't carry that over into the brokerage. So I just haven't renewed it. There wasn't much need because I don't deal with the clients anymore. So it's just a credential CIP I get to put at the end of my name. I spent 2 years with the mutual company and I learned a lot. It got my foot in the door. I quickly learned there was a difference between cultures. When I came to Nicol Insurance, it's a completely different environment. It's always do the right thing first. They're very community and family based, which makes for a much better, a more positive environment. The different tasks, it's never the same day twice. I'm constantly up and down the stairs 100 times a day. I get to deal with everybody. I get to touch base with everybody. I like being a part of the background, like the structure of it. I like meeting the new staff and watching them start going through their onboarding process, through their course. I'm always up to date on the REBA course now. But I don't have the same day twice, which is really nice. It's not a call center, which I know has probably been said a lot. You phone another company and you're going to get a different person every time. You have to tell your story, you don't know them. These are the people in your community, these are the people in your neighborhood. So when you call in, it's the same person that you've been dealing with your file all the time. They know you, they get to know your family, they get to know what's going on in your lifestyle. So they know you personally, and you know them. What people pay for your insurance premium versus if you ever had to make a claim will never add up to what a company actually has to pay out. So if I take away, or any of the staff take away a coverage because you're too worried about the cost, then when something actually happens and you have to turn around and tell that client, I'm sorry, you're not covered for it. We didn't do right by you. And you're in a moment of trauma or stress and anxiety to find out that now you don't have wages, now you don't have a car rental, now you don't have the coverages that you should have had. If you have a flood, do you have the proper water coverage? It's not our job to find the cheapest, it's our job to make sure that you're protected. Anything that's based on price, because insurance is pretty much standard when it comes to personal lines. So when you go and get 3 quotes and one's cheaper, something's missing. There's a lot of things when I went into the insurance industry that I just didn't understand. And once I started taking the courses and learning about it, I looked at my own policy and realized, oh my goodness, that's needed. And there's certain things that I really say, you have to have this. And when I was selling, I wouldn't let anybody. It was not negotiable. And I took the time to explain. Nobody knows what their insurance policy says. You get it in the mail, and it's this document. How many people actually read their insurance policy? So I used to make it a habit of saying, do you understand? what this is. And key things that I noticed what most people didn't understand is I would say, this part here, do you know what that means? Most times they'd say no. So then I would take that time to say, okay, this is what that is. I like coming into an office that I enjoy working at. I really enjoy being a part of this team, this company. Their fundamental core values align with mine. I don't ever come to work thinking, am I going to have to make an ethical choice, which I've had to do in the past. And if you never compromise your beliefs and your ethics, because then you've got to live with yourself for that. You don't have to do that here. It's always the right thing. Do the right thing. I don't know if it's an insurance industry quote, but my favorite quote is, everything you ever wanted is on the other side of fear. So I'm not sure if I would have made some of the changes at different times of my life. I just believe that if there's a little bit of fear and nervousness, it's because it's change and it pushes you out of your comfort zone. And as long as it's not like life-threatening, I'm not jumping off of a skyscraper or anything like that. Change is good, and it's supposed to make you feel uncomfortable so you grow. So everything you ever wanted is on the other side of fear. You have to go with people you're comfortable with, people you trust, people you know. Somebody that you can have a conversation with, feel comfortable to say, I don't understand this, who will take the time to review whatever questions you have, not make you feel rushed or that you're dumb for not knowing. So I think it's important, is that comfort level above and beyond anything. The relationship. I haven't liked working for any place as much as I like working here. And I have liked my previous positions in the past. They really do a lot to make sure they're a part of the community.